Now I've been saving this video up as a morning coffee video. I removed the shower screen. Now I purposely haven't backflushed this machine with cleaner for 9-10 days, maybe a little bit more. And this is the shower screen inside. Let's try and brighten in there. As you can see, it's dirty. Now the point of this is that people think that when you buy this, and I put plenty of it in the basket here, and you backflush the machine, that it'll clean that inside by some sort of magic. And well, maybe you're right, but I'm going to put that backflush this machine, and let's see how much cleaner that is. So I'm going to pop that back in the machine. My lights here are a bit funny. I'm gonna put this into the basket, and I'm gonna just lock that back in the group a little bit. There we go. So that's locked back in the group now. There she is, nice and clean looking on the outside. But of course, you and I know, my light's flickering and it's going to affect the video, so there we go. You and I know that that's not really clean. So backflushing, for people who don't know, who've not seen my other videos, is getting a portafilter with cleaner in it, and it's a blind basket without a hole, popping that into the machine, so that basket's got no holes, and any machine with a mechanical three-way valve or an electronic three-way valve, as this solenoid operated E61 group has, can and should be backflushed. And the reason you're backflushing isn't to clean that shower screen. The reason you're backflushing it, I mean, if you do it often enough, it'll probably keep it cleaner. But the reason you're backflushing is to clean the venting system and where the dirty water goes out of the group. In an E61 mechanical group with the lever on it, they just gunk up and they become all gunky and horrible in the vent system. In a solenoid group, it's actually quite important because they can actually block up, and the holes in the solenoid aren't particularly big. It might be 1 millimeter or something like that. So it's more important to backflush those to keep them clean. The advantage is with a solenoid group like this and no lever, I can backflush it as often as I want, and there's nothing to remove, clean and lubricate and put back in as there is with a hand lever group, E61 group, which is why I like the solenoid ones so much. Anyway, let's backflush this, and I'll show you how I do that. The first thing is start the pump, and you'll see the pressure build up to maximum. Now, you can hold it there with the pump running. What I'll do, because it's on auto, because I didn't want the scales to interfere, I can't turn the pump off. I might flip that back to manual for the next shot. And you might say, well, the water's bathing the shower screen. Actually, it's to dissolve the water. Dissolve the compound. Now, you'll notice this is a powder-coated drip tray. It's powder-coated over stainless steel. But just in case, I'm keeping the drip tray pulled back so that any of the cleaner doesn't vent onto the powder coat. Would it have an effect? Probably not, but there's no point taking chances. So I'm going to flip this now back into manual, and I'm waiting. The reason I'm waiting is I'm allowing that cleaner to do its work. It doesn't really do anything while the pump's running. It's now vented back through the parts I want to clean, so I'd best let it clean, and that just means leaving it for a little while. Now I'd normally leave this for 20-30 seconds. I'm going to do another one. So let's start up again, and this time you'll see it'll fill fairly quick because that portafilter's still got a fair bit of fluid in. This time I'm going to turn the pressure down, and I'm going to turn the frequency down. The shot timer's still running, the pump's still running, but it's not that irritating noise, and that portafilter is full of cleaner. Just before I vent it, I'll turn the pump back up just to make sure we got some real push to get that solution out the vent. So let's turn the pump up. There we go. And vent it. So you can see the colour, dirty. I've given it, you must admit, plenty of time. If this bathing the shower screen is the thing, I've given it lots of time. Now what I'm going to do is repeat this a few times. I'm going to give it about 30 or 40 seconds in between each cleaning, and then I'm going to restart the pump. So I'll repeat this cycle, but what I will be doing, as the cleaner gets used up, I'll be waiting less and less time until in the end I'm just trying to flush clean water through the system. Then we'll have a look at that shower screen again. So I'm just going to pause the video on my camera while I do that, and with the magic of video I'll be back in an instant. Okay, I'm back. I've been backflashing for a few minutes, so I've got all the cleaner through. I just need to pop the shower screen off, so I'm gonna take my plate. I might put this back on just in case the thing drops out and bumps something. So I'm going to take that off. We're going to have a look, because obviously I could really taste it in my coffee. And we'll see how much it's cleaned it. Now, I may be eating my words here. Just got my special tools, which are a couple of spoons for removing shower screens. Now this one, I've got to try and do it while you're... there we go. It's that easy. Yep. Looks lovely and clean on that side. Let's turn it over. Moment of truth time. And as you can see, and I've been backflushing this vigorously. It has cleaned it a bit. In fact, a lot more than I thought it would, surprisingly. But it's not clean. And I've been doing this for quite a few minutes. You know, I've done 8 or 9 backflashes, waited. I've managed to turn the pressure down and hold the fluid there to try and bathe this shower screen. Certainly it's loosened it. Certainly it's cleaned it a bit. But what it really won't have done is done too much for the holes or the gunge in it. Let's look at the dispersion plate under the groove and see. Now, I did keep this one clean. Oh, let's have a look here. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. That's looking fairly clean, but the machine is quite new. There we go. So, yeah, I mean, I keep this fairly clean, but we're going to now clean this normally. To do that, let's go over to my cleaning area. I just get a toothbrush, washing up liquid, give it a good scrub round in there, clean up in here as well, and then we'll be back. So I'll be back in a second. And by the magic of video, the last few minutes went by in no time at all. That's a clean shower screen. That's what it looks like when it's clean. Now the bad news is taking this out and cleaning it, and cleaning the dispersion plate and wiping around in here with a sponge, you know, a little bit of washing up liquid, detergent, dish soap, whatever you call it in your country. Unfortunately, this job really does have to be done every couple of days. I mean, literally every couple of days, because it's like using the same cup for a few days, as I've said before, and I can taste it, and it makes a huge difference in your coffee quality. So I'd say, even if you don't drink coffee very often, take it off every couple of days, 3 days. It doesn't take a minute. I did it one-handed with a spoon. And to refit it, pop them back in. I've tried to push it back in. I'm using the blind filter. There we go, look. There, she's back. That's it. As easy as that to refit. Hope it's been a help.